Well, we've all reached a low point at some stage in our life, but our next guest hit rock bottom when she was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, discovered her husband was cheating, and then found herself completely broke. Penniless and homeless, Susan Sly was determined that failure was not going to be an option.
Right, so within 3.5 years, she'd turned her life right round, and the result today is a multi-million-dollar business. So, how did she do it? Why don't we just go ahead and ask her. Susan Sly joins us now. Good morning and welcome.
Well, thank you for having me.
Lovely to see you on the show.
Susan.
So we'll stack all these things up. You went through the messy divorce, you feel very ill, you went broke, all happening in a very short period of time. What was that time like for you?
It was, I mean, there are so many women watching this now who are suffering in silence, and to say that my suffering was any greater, but that happened within a 3-day period. I was diagnosed on January 13th of 2000, and I was home on the internet and I was looking up some things, and I caught the chat log of my husband's affair 3 days later, and within 16 weeks, we lost our business. I was $100,000 in debt. I lost my home, my car, and I ended up homeless. And thankfully, my brother-in-law took me in. So as a single mom, I was living on his sofa.
Okay, then. So how do you turn that around? You know, you must have been very determined, but where does that come from and how do you do it?
Well, to be honest, there were a lot of days that were really challenging, and I didn't know. What I anchored myself in was faith, because I believed firmly that if I could stay positive, that the opportunities would be presented to me. But I was also willing to do the work, and that's sweat equity. And I think if you're going to sit there and be a victim, then you're not going to get ahead. You're going to have to be able to do the work. And that's just what I did. So little by little, day by day.
Sweat equity. Is that what you called it?
Yeah.
Terrific saying. Right, so how do we go ahead and have it all? I mean, we're just looking at the graphic now. Creative clearing, what does that mean?
Well, there's so oftentimes, especially for women, and this is bad news to the men listening, but as women, we're often in overwhelm, and we are multitaskers. You know, we'll be making love to our partner and thinking, what are the groceries? What child has to be? You know, we have 4 kids. You know, what child has to be where and when? And it gets to be very overwhelming. And then on top of it, this clearing, we're living into these schedules that are just impossible. A lot of pressure. You know, I've been watching the show all morning, and I have to say, it's been fantastic. Carrie Fisher having Amanda from X Factor. I thought what she said was lovely. And the reality is that there are so many societal pressures, especially for women. So creating a clearing means getting a schedule, getting organized, deciding what your priorities are, and not trying to live your life for somebody else.
Alrighty then. We had some other, on the graphic there, we had some other thing. What's the life pyramid?
Well, this is really, Kylie, how I turned my life around. I made a decision that most women are trying to live their life. It's like spinning all these plates in the air, and they're trying to balance on a pyramid on the tip, right? And when you fly on the airplane, as you know, they always say, if you're traveling with your child, when the oxygen mask drops, put it on yourself first. But all women are trying to put it on everyone else first. And so the life pyramid is a concept that I came up with to teach women how to get their heads on straight. So at the base is your health. You've got to take care of your health. And I was up running this morning at 5:30 in the morning in Sydney. I've never seen so many runners. I thought there was a race on an early morning ride. And it was lovely to be in a city that's so fit and health conscious. And then next are relationships, because once you have your health, taking care of your relationships, and then your business and finance. I saw 1 out of 6 people have a secret bank account. What's up with that? You know. And then the next part of course is giving back. And a lot of women and men are trying to give from a well that's empty. They're trying to give from a place when they haven't put the oxygen mask on. And then of course fun. You know, I always say to women, what do you do for fun? And they're stymied. They don't know.
What else are you looking forward to doing while you're here in Australia? You're only here for a short time. What are you going to do? What does someone like you with so much going on do to relax and chill?
Well, I'm here to do events, and of course people can go to the website and see what I'm doing. But something really special is happening. I'm seeing my stepmom. She lives here in Australia. I haven't seen her in 25 years, so I'm going to be getting together with her on Thursday, maybe going to the rocks, and then of course the beach. And I'm putting it out there for sunshine. It's going to be sunny.
Oh, great. So that's covering all those things. It's having fun, building relationships. It's all those things ticking off. Hey, it's so nice to meet you.
So when you said that wives think about other stuff while you're doing that, is that all wives?
Oh, no. You have to
good.
ask.
No, just want to check. All right. Just want to check.
And
not
shoes.
Everyone.
We think about shoes a lot of the time, too.
During then?
Well, no. Some men think about shoes during that.
Thank you, Susan. Lovely to see you. Enjoy your stay here in Australia. To find out more about Susan Sly's seminars on becoming a Have It All woman, just go to the Morning Show website. All the links are right there for you.